Let's turn our attention to Samuel Boateng. He's also known as Dr. IT. He's the CEO of Slam Technologies. Doc, welcome. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well.
Absolutely.
How about you?
They will have a conversation, but let's pay attention to this particular short story. Vice President is speaking. When we're done, we'll have a conversation with Dr. IT. Stay with us.
More than $600,000 was spent globally to deal with cybercrime last year. The figure is expected to increase, which the Vice President said could further mar the fight against cybercrime and data protection. The National Cybersecurity Document to meet global trends is being reviewed.
To encourage strong links between the universities and industry to ensure our young cybersecurity experts are battle ready. The Safer Digital Ghana campaign has been developed to respond to the increasing spate of cyber crimes and cybersecurity breaches, which would potentially undermine the gains from Ghana's digitization agenda.
Currently, figures from the Ministry of Communications indicate that 7% of the youth are active on mobile phones and the internet. The Communications Minister, Eselowusu Ekufo, spoke about new initiatives to prevent cybercrime.
Insecure emails which are used for official work. All these are examples of unhygienic cyber practices which we indulge in unwittingly, and they need to be addressed as a matter of urgency because they expose the entire national digital architecture to danger.
The theme for the celebration is Save Digital Ghana.
All right, welcome back and thank you very much. Happy birthday to Millicent Asigbe of the ICGC Church. Let's get now to Dr. IT. Doc, welcome one more time and thank you very much.
You are welcome.
What is our risk level in terms of cybersecurity as a country?
The risk level, I probably will not be able to define the level of the risk.
Okay.
But there is a qualitative and quantitative risk.
Share with me.
That we can talk about based on subjectivity and objectivity.
Okay.
Now, what we involved in as a cyber group is, combating threats using phones and internet and using other devices. That is what we involved in. And as you can tell, there's not proper control on digitization.
All right.
And as a result, there's going to be a lot of threats in the upcoming years.
We just saw the Vice President, pushing for a Safer Digital Ghana campaign to make everywhere safe for all of us.
Right.
Let me ask you again, with the advent of social media, you heard the minister talk about unsafe emails people use for business. How risky is that, or what risk does it pose to us as a people?
So there are a lot of risk involved in using all other digitization, emails, phones, and other things.
Okay.
Now, when we talk about email as a risk, we're talking about how we as individuals can protect our emails, creating the right passwords and hiding information.
Okay.
We talk about what we call defense in depth.
Okay.
Hiding security through obscurity.
Okay. I like the rhyme.
Security through obscurity, meaning that we are hiding security from security.
Okay.
And so we cover ourselves,
concealing it to the deepest level.
Exactly. And therefore, what the minister is saying is very critical to our nation, that we need to understand the education side of it.
Have we been awakened enough as a people to the risk factors associated with cybercrime?
Matter of fact, I don't think we are. There is more education that needs to be done on this angle.
Who will do it? Who will do this education?
Definitely, Slam Technologies is one of them that comes every year to educate some of the public.
Right.
Like the minister was talking about cyber unhygienic.
Okay.
But we are here to train cyber hygienic.
Okay.
And as we are educating ourselves and educating individuals, we believe in that this education will transpire from one person to the other person.
Right. We talk about cybercrime, and we're told that is on the ascendancy. So the police will give our figures. We'll have a security expert talk about figures. Now it's even more rife where people are using apps for their bank accounts. They are linking it, and people say, "Oh, I'm installing this amount has been taken from me." Will it ever stop with all the education you are offering, all the new technologies, all the safety protocols? Will it ever stop where people won't complain anymore?
It will never stop, but we can reduce it to an acceptable level. We can't eliminate this completely.
Okay.
Now, to reduce it, meaning that we are putting the proper infrastructures, putting the proper security in place. When we create apps, we need to build in the app security.
Okay.
So if we don't put in like certificate authority, get the right security to protect the app, then we won't be secured. Yeah. So we need a proper encryption in all applications and everything, so that we can secure. So every person designing applications definitely will have to protect their data from any crime.
You're offering training
yes.
to persons in this space.
Yes.
What have you been telling them, and why are we not moving in a certain direction?
So, giving training to people is one thing, and then for them listening and implementing them is another thing.
Right.
There are so many areas that we can touch when it comes to educating people, but do they take it?
Okay.
So there has to be a proper regulations, a proper rules, and a baseline that companies and individuals who create apps should follow.
If you look at our national policy on cybercrime, for example, we have a cybercrime unit at the Ghana Police Service, headed by my own friend, Dr. Yangsing. Is it up to scratch with the growing trend, and can it really answer the questions of cybercrime today?
I believe Dr. Yangsing is going to do a good job. I believe he's in the process of doing that too. And if he pushes it, then yes, he will.
Okay.
Right. But then it would take the work of the communities.
Okay.
It would take the work of the IT communities. That's what I'm referring to. So if the IT communities are able to stand up and say, let's do it this way.
Are we training them hard enough? You have schools here, we have universities. Are we training them hard enough?
That is the key. Are we giving them the right tools?
I'm asking you, are we training them hard enough?
We are. And the thing is, we are giving them enough training. But then, are they implementing this?
Right.
That is the key.
Give me one last advice, that's your camera there, for the ordinary person who is not IT savvy, but is found himself in the cyberspace and may be at risk. What security measure must they take? One. That's your camera right there.
So, one security measures that everybody should take is the awareness. Without creating the awareness of cyber, we will not achieve anything. And so I will encourage everybody to create the awareness. If you're using your phone, make sure you log out. If you use public computer, make sure you log out of that PC.
Okay.
And that is one.
Should I change my password every week?
Password should be changed at least 90 days.
90 days?
Every 90 days.
Every 90 days.
Yes.
Why?
It is a password policy that is created.
All right. Samuel Boateng, a.k.a. Dr. IT, I thank you very much. Thanks for coming back home to impact us.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Welcome home. And he's here training IT experts. We won't tell you where because it's not open to the public. But when we have the information, we'll share with you as and when. But thank you very much. Now,